This is Pokling 888 Telemetrading Daily Market Research and Data Analysis. Here are the top 10 most active companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange in terms of volume. First, the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija traded 253.06 million at a price of 1.61. Next, the Apollo Global with 180.58 million at a price of 0.076 per share. Next, the Global Ferronickel with 28.84 million at a price of 2 pesos and 26 cents per share. Followed by the Nickel Asia with 20.99 million at a price of 5 pesos and 87 cents. Next, the Monday Nissan with 16.41 million at a price of 17.24. Next, the All Day Marts with 29.69 million at a price of 62 cents per share. Next, the Dito CME Holdings with 29.34 million at a price of 5 pesos and 15 cents per share. Next, the DNL Industries with 21.28 million at a price of 8 pesos and 6 cents per share. Next, the Mega World with 13.06 million at a price of 3.17. Next, the Metro Pacific Investment with 6 million at a price of 3 pesos and 9 cents per share. And here are the biggest gainers, led by the Easy Call Communications with 12%. Followed by the Trans-Pacific Broadband with 7.81%. Next, the Alsons Consolidated with gains of 7.14%. Next, the Now with 6.72% gains. Followed by the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija with 6.62% gains. Next, the Arthurland with total gains of 4.92%. Next, the Lodestar Investment gained 4.84%. Next, the Ginebra San Miguel with 4.73%. The Nickel Asia with 4.63%. The National Reinsurance with 4.35%, among others. And here are the top losers. Led by the Surpass, lost 13.64%. Followed by the Dito CME Holdings with 9.17%. Next, the Jollyville with losses of 8.93%. Next, the Medco with 8.06%. The Coal Asia with 6.90% losses. The Swift Foods with 4.72%. The Rojas with 4.59% losses. The Concepcion Industrial with 4.06%, the Victoria Milling Company with 4% losses, and the PH Resorts with 3.90% losses. And this is the latest on Forex. For US dollar, the dollar index traded above 95 on Monday, while the offshore yuan appreciated past 6.356. Then the euro changed hands at 1.14 US dollars during the third week. Then the Australian dollar remained under pressure below 0.723 US dollar, while the yen eased towards 114.5 per US dollar. The New Zealand dollar remained weak below 0.682 US dollar, and the British pound fell back below 1.37 US dollars. And these are the updates on commodities. For gold price, the gold traded around 1,820 US dollars an ounce, while the crude futures traded around 84 US dollars per barrel. The Brent crude futures traded around 86 US dollars per barrel, and the natural gas traded around 4.3 US dollars per million British thermal units. And here are the updates on stock market. In US, the US futures were around a flat line on Monday as investors await the earnings season to gather pace this week after mixed earnings reports from big banks on Friday, while Treasury yields continue to march higher amid prospects of a faster Fed tightening. While in New Zealand stocks closed in the green. The S&P or the NZX 50 gained 17 points or 0.13% to finish at 12,807 on Monday after falling 1.4% in the prior week. While in Australia, the S&P or ASX 200 index rose 0.32% to close at 7,417 on Monday, helped by gains in energy stocks as oil and coal prices approached recent highs, while retailers supported further after rising from COVID-induced slumps. Advancers among energy firms include Woodside Petroleum with 1.69%, Santos Ltd with 1%, Beach Energy with 3.93%, Whitehaven Coal with 4.29%, Washington H sold 2.08%, and New Hope Corporation with 4.35%. Meanwhile, retail conglomerate West Farmers Ltd jumped 2.56% even after it warned of a lower first half net profit after tax due to COVID-induced restrictions. Other gainers in the retail sector were Woolworths with 1.26%, Endeavor Group with 1.71%, and JB Hi-Fi Ltd with 3.37%. Elsewhere, heavyweight miners and gold companies fell on weaker iron ore and gold prices. In China, China's stock market gained 20 points. Gains were led by Yunyu Soft with 8.90%, Acino Company Ltd with 4.82%, and Huayu Automotive with 3.46%. Biggest losers were China International with 5.02%, Kangmei Pharma with 4.01%, and Inner Mongolia Baotu Steel with 2.66% losses. In Japan, the Nikkei 225 index gained 0.74% to close at 28,333, while the broader topics index edged up 0.46% to 1,987 on Monday, as Japanese stocks rose from last week's rout, while investors continued to monitor COVID-related developments closely. Meanwhile, local shares attempted to rebound after selling off sharply last week. Energy, technology, biotech, retail, and auto stocks lifted the market, with gains from Toyota with 1.38%, Fast Retailing with 1.86%, Recruit Holdings with 1.09%, Takeda Pharmaceutical with 1.08%, and Inpex Corporation with 3.12%. Meanwhile, transportation, consumer staples, and service-related stocks mostly declined. In South Africa, the FTSE or JSE All-Share Index traded along the flat line around 75,150 on Monday as investors gauged the global monetary policy outlook while also digesting better than expected Chinese GDP data. While in Europe, European shares rose on Monday, trying to recover from last week's losses, helped by a rally in oil prices and as investors across the globe digest China's fourth quarter GDP data. And here is a trivia. Ford crosses 100 billion US dollars in market value for the first time. The market capitalization of Ford Motors soared to 100 billion US dollars for the first time ever on Thursday as the automaker's electric vehicle ambitions pushed its stock to a 20-year high. Ford stock spiked by as much as 4.6% to 25.59 US dollars, propelling its valuation to about 102 billion US dollars as of 11:10 a.m. ET on Thursday. Shares were last seen hovering around 25.39 US dollars as of 12:50 p.m. ET in New York. The milestone makes the 118-year-old company more valuable than rivals General Motors, roughly $90 million, and Rivian Automotive, around 75 million US dollars. However, Ford is still an order of magnitude behind Tesla's 1 trillion US dollars market cap. And this is Emmy from Philippines reporting. Thank you so much.